Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Murniasih MPD. Saya adalah dosen Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis Institut Putra Perdana Indonesia. Video ini merupakan dokumentasi pelaksanaan pembelajaran yang dibuat sebagai salah satu aspek penilaian untuk keperluan sertifikasi dosen tahun 2026. Pada kesempatan kali ini, saya akan menjelaskan tentang deskripsi mata kuliah yang saya ampu. Nama mata kuliah yang saya ampu adalah English for Business 2 yang diperuntukkan bagi mahasiswa jurusan Manajemen dan Akuntansi. Mata kuliah ini merupakan mata kuliah 2 SKS yang terdiri dari total 16 jumlah pertemuan, termasuk di dalamnya UTS dan UAS, di mana UTS dilakukan pada pertemuan ke-8 dan UAS dilakukan pada pertemuan ke-16. Deskripsi mata kuliah. Mata kuliah ini akan membekali mahasiswa dengan kemampuan komunikasi bahasa Inggris praktis, terstruktur, dan kontekstual pada lingkungan kerja sederhana sehari-hari. Selama 1 semester, mahasiswa akan mempelajari komponen komunikasi di dunia kerja yang meliputi teknik memperkenalkan diri secara profesional dan sederhana, mendeskripsikan pekerjaan dan juga perusahaan, melakukan korespondensi baik secara lisan maupun tulisan, serta membawakan presentasi bisnis singkat dengan menggunakan media visual sebagai alat bantu. Semua itu diharapkan dapat dilakukan dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang sederhana. Pada capaian pembelajaran, terdapat 2 capaian pembelajaran utama pada mata kuliah English for Business 2, yaitu capaian pertama, capaian konseptual, dan capaian khusus. Pada capaian konseptual, mahasiswa diharapkan mampu menguasai konsep dasar struktur kalimat bahasa Inggris formal dan fungsional pada situasi bisnis sehari-hari. Sedangkan pada capaian khusus, mahasiswa mampu menggunakan perangkat lunak komunikasi untuk mendukung korespondensi dan presentasi bisnis mahasiswa itu sendiri. Kemudian mahasiswa juga mampu berpartisipasi aktif dalam komunikasi bisnis lisan, seperti contohnya rapat kerja dan presentasi bisnis. Kemudian mahasiswa mampu menyusun dokumen komunikasi tertulis pendek dan sederhana dalam bentuk email bisnis, memo, pesan, dan juga teks deskripsi maupun report. Sedangkan pada pelaksanaan perkuliahan dilakukan secara sinkron dengan melibatkan interaksi langsung antara mahasiswa dan dosen pada waktu yang bersamaan, baik itu perkuliahan yang dilakukan secara online maupun offline. Untuk indikator penilaian, pada mata kuliah ini terdapat beberapa indikator penilaian yang saya gunakan, diantaranya meliputi 1. Penggunaan ketepatan penggunaan formulasi grammar, komunikasi bisnis, dan gambit expressions berdasarkan konteks. Kedua, kemampuan komunikasi lisan yang dilakukan melalui praktek role play, diskusi, presentasi, serta kemampuan komunikasi tertulis melalui penyusunan email dan juga dokumentasi bisnis. Selanjutnya, mahasiswa juga dilakukan penilaian yang mencakup partisipasi keaktifan mahasiswa di dalam perkuliahan, kerjasama dalam pembelajaran sehari-hari, serta kemampuan mahasiswa dalam menyusun pencapaian presentasi bisnis secara efektif. Selanjutnya, untuk metode pembelajaran, metode pembelajaran yang saya gunakan adalah Student Centered Learning atau SCL dengan pendekatan Outcome Based Education. Kegiatan pembelajaran dilakukan melalui gabungan antara kontekstual, kolaboratif, project task, and based learning yang dideliver dengan menggunakan teknik role play, simulasi, diskusi, presentasi, dan juga praktek langsung di dalam kelas. Hal itu saya lakukan agar mahasiswa tidak hanya memahami konsep bahasa Inggris, tapi juga mampu mengaplikasikan kemampuan berbahasa Inggris mereka secara verbal dalam konteks bisnis sehari-hari. Pada teknik pembelajaran yang diterapkan meliputi ceramah singkat, tanya jawab, role play, simulasi, diskusi kelompok, dan juga gabungan presentasi serta pemberian umpan balik pada akhir perkuliahan. Untuk asesmen, terdapat 2 asesmen utama yang saya gunakan pada mata kuliah ini, yaitu asesmen formatif dan asesmen sumatif. Untuk asesmen formatif, penilaian formatif dilakukan melalui penugasan, praktek, kuis yang dilakukan di setiap akhir perkuliahan, serta penilaian produk dan presentasi dengan bobot total 50%. Sedangkan penilaian sumatif sendiri terbagi ke dalam 2 bagian, yaitu UTS dan UAS. Untuk UTS, penugasan yang diterapkan berupa tes tulis dengan bobot 20%, sedangkan UAS, penilaian yang diberikan berupa praktek presentasi bisnis langsung atau live performance test dengan bobot 30%. Baiklah, Setelah ini, Bapak Ibu, kita akan menyaksikan video pembelajaran. Pada video pembelajaran kali ini yang diberikan adalah pertemuan ke-13 dengan topik Business Presentation. Setelah melakukan pembelajaran ini, mahasiswa diharapkan mampu menyusun slide presentasi secara terstruktur, mampu melaksanakan presentasi yang terdiri dari 3 poin utama, introduction, presentation, dan juga closing, dan mampu menggunakan beberapa ekspresi dalam bahasa Inggris, yaitu expressions of introduction, greetings, explaining, and also presentation, serta closing and inviting a question dalam bahasa Inggris. Baiklah, selamat menyaksikan Bapak Ibu.
Yeah, good morning everyone. Let's just get the class started. Do you guys still remember that on our previous meeting last week we learned about a presentation skill on how to present material for something in English. Minggu lalu kita membahas tentang gimana caranya mempresentasikan sesuatu dalam bahasa Inggris kan. Nah, there are some useful expressions that I want you to highlight. Ada beberapa ekspresi yang kalau misalkan kita mau ngajar atau mau presentasi dari bahasa Inggris, kata-kata seperti apa sih? That's what we have already learned as well. Itu yang minggu kemarin juga kita udah bahas kan. But if you still remember that there are 5 steps, ada 5 steps, or there are 5 stages if you want to present something. Ada 5 steps ketika kita mau mempresentasikan sesuatu. Do you guys still remember? Masih ingat? What was the first step?
Introduction.
Introduction. Okay. What does it mean introduction? Introduction itu apa sih maksudnya?
Perkenalan diri.
Okay, memperkenalkan diri. So the first step is introduction. What about the second step?
Overview.
Okay, overview. What is overview?
Overview is review and outline the main point you will cover.
Okay, good one. Thank you. What was your name?
Dalvina.
Dalvina. Thanks for Dalvina. What about the third step? First is introduction. The second one is overview, and the third step is
State points.
stay points. What does it mean, stay points?
State points like the main idea or the main information from the overview that Dalvina talked about.
Okay, good one. So stay points mean the topic that you're going to present, right? Okay, good one. Catherine, right? Okay. What about the fourth stage? Stage itu apa?
This one is question and close. Close and question.
Close. Which one comes first? Close first or question first?
Close first.
Okay, close first. Good one. Close first. Apa sih yang harus kita, atau kita bilangnya closing ya? Apa sih yang harus kita bahas ketika di closing? Apa?
You summarize the material or you can suggest the material.
Okay. And then what about question? What does it mean question?
Question is the part where the audience asks the question.
Okay. Question is part when the presenter inviting the audience to ask a question. Okay, good one. Can you give me example expression? Masih ingat nggak contoh ekspresi yang bisa kita pakai ketika mau invite questions? Ada yang ingat? Ada ya? Okay, Catherine, would you like to try?
I'd be happy to answer to any question you have.
Okay, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Atau boleh juga kita bilang kalau mau yang simple gitu ya. You can just start with, do you have any question? Or is there any questions? Ada yang mau ditanyain nggak sih? You can also use that one. Okay, so that's what we cover. Itu yang bisa kita lakukan, 5 stages yang bisa kalian lakukan. That is also will be your final term. Itu juga yang nanti akan jadi bahan buat sekalian. You guys need to be able to present something in English. Now, let's give it a go. Saya punya sampel presentasi. I have the presentation samples. Now, since we already learned all the expressions, kita udah jelasin ekspresinya semuanya. We also learned the stages. Now, I have a sample of expressions presentation. Ya, saya punya sample presentations. Do you guys, is there any volunteers? Ada yang mau coba praktekin nggak? Anggap aja ini workout sebelum kalian puas. Ada yang, do I have a volunteer who want to try to present these materials? Raise your hand. Okay, I guess I will choose the third, yang tiga yang belakang dulu ya. Okay, Hana, next ya. Okay. So first will be Kanina, and then Catherine and Vira. Okay. Ready guys, ready? Yakin nih, siap nih? Udah siap? Okay, go ahead. Come forward. Silakan. I will only supervise. Don't be nervous. We can have 3 or 4 people. That will be fine. Dua juga nggak masalah. Kalau memang yakin bisa, oke? Oke. Are you guys ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Who wanna go first? Siapa yang mau pertama? Kan ada 3 ya. The first is introductions, outline or overview, and then the closing part. Who wanna go first? Siapa yang mau coba dulu? Oke, Vira, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Vira. Take deep breath. Don't be nervous. Just keep your hands.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all doing well today. Today, my group and I will be presenting about how to deal with workplace stress. First, I want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever felt stressed because of work, deadline, or too many responsibilities? If your answer is yes, then you're not alone. Workplace stress is something that many people experience, and that's exactly we will discussing today. So, my name is Ira, and these are my friends.
My name is Alina.
And my name is Franklin. Okay. Before we begin, let me give you a brief overview of our presentation. First, we will explain what is workplace stress, and second, why many people struggling with workplace stress, and then how to deal with workplace stress, and their conclusion, and last question and answer session. So now we move on to the first topic. I'd like to invite my friend Karina to continue the presentation. Yes.
Okay, let's start with the first question. What is workplace stress?
To put it simply, it is that overwhelming feeling you get when your to-do list at work is completely mismatched with your daily energy or daily time. So it is not a bad mood. It is a heavy mix of physical or mentally exhaustion. So think of it like you are running up on your phone. That is way too heavy. Eventually, the phone gets overheats and freezes. Right? That is what happened. That is exactly what happened with our mind and body when work demands too much from us. So moving on to the second point, why do so many people struggle with this? What is the actual trigger of this stress? First, so there are 3 main reasons here. First is heavy workload and time pressure. This is a classic too much to do and too little time situation, which is creates non-stop feelings of panic. Second is poor communication and relationship. Work is already hard, but it gets 10 times harder when you're not on the same page with your team, or when there is too much drama. It is draining your energy. And lastly is lack of work-life balance. This means work starts creeping into your personal time. And you're checking your emails during your dinners or slides or something like that. So that is never exactly the chance to you for recharge.
Okay, that's great.
So another important point of stress is like how we can handle stress at work, right? So according to Dr. Stephen E. Hopple, 9 1989 through his conservation conservation of resources. Suggest 3 simple steps. First, identify what's causing the stress. Then manage your
Your time.
yeah, manage your time. And then the final one is set a healthy boundaries between work and your personal life. So I think that's all for our presentation. In conclusion, workplace stress is very common, right? Yeah. It can be managed by understanding the causes and manage our time well, and also maintaining our
Time.
maintaining our time.
Okay.
And also thank you for your attention. Do you have any questions?
Do you guys have any questions? Okay, that was the part of inviting questions. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I know when it comes to presentation and speaking, it's not easy, especially you're not majoring in this, but you did great. Thank you for trying to present and thank you for volunteering yourself. Can you give us applause? Thank you, Catherine, Nina, and then also Fira, right? You might have to say thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, I think it's totally normal. You did great for a non-major English speaking, but you were able to give a presentation. So that was actually very great. Okay, so see how does it feel? Gimana rasanya presentasi pakai bahasa Inggris? Nervous. Okay, apalagi selain nervous?
Maksudnya serius banget.
Oh, you serius banget ya?
Jadi kayak tertekan.
Okay, so you feel like you have a pressure. Kelihatan kayak ada pressure gitu ya. Okay, but it's normal. You did great when it comes to speaking. It's normal to find it hard because we combine all the skills in one context into a productive skill, and it's totally normal. And by the way, you did very great. Okay, thank you guys. Now, so that's it. Where are you? Okay, so that's how we do a presentation. If you find that it is difficult for you to do the presentations, actually what you have to do, go back to the square one. Just know what you are going to explain. So now, before we end today's session, let's have a quick assessment. Kita assessment dulu ya, yang sebentar. Ada beberapa ekspresi yang kemarin kita ajarin kan, yang kemarin kita pelajari. So, try to use your cell phone. Scan the barcode. We'll have maybe not more than 10 minutes for this one. Okay, bisa? Can you scan the barcode? Bisa? What about others? Yang lain bisa? Shall we start? Are you guys ready?
No. Four.
Boleh harus join. Siapa yang belum bisa join? Yang belum bisa, oke. Yang lain bisa? Enter kodenya. If you cannot join with the barcode, okay. Shall we start?
No. Four.
Okay. There. Okay, you will have, there are only 5 questions. This one is just to check your concept about what we have learned. I will start the game, yeah? Okay. We have the winner. Okay, the time is up. Then we have the winner. The first winner is Karina, and congratulations. And then we have Delvina, and the third place is Catherine. Okay. Let's see. And you get all the answers correct, and then you're also the fastest. Juaranya Anik ya, ini berdasarkan jawaban benar dan cepatnya. Ya, jadi Dani, Delvina, and also we have Catherine. Okay, so guys, thank you. I think let's wrap up today's session. Kita wrap up ya. That's what we have learned in today's meeting on how to deal with the presentation. For your next upcoming project, you will have your own presentation. I already divided you into several groups, right? So for the next meeting, you need to present all your own topic based on your presentation style using the given expressions. Okay? So far, do you guys have any question? Ada pertanyaan di sini? No, everything is clear. So I think I need to end today's session. Kita close ya. Thank you for attending the class. Thank you for your participation, guys. Have a great day and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, demikianlah cuplikan video pembelajaran di salah satu pertemuan pada mata kuliah English for Business 2 yang saya ampu. Semoga video tadi bisa memberikan manfaat bagi teman-teman yang menyaksikannya. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya dan assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.